anxiety to make.
Drift on me. I got a lightning nade on it.
Here, arc web, arc web, arc web, arc web, arc web! Let's fucking go! I killed him!
Just nuts. Nah, never mind. Tournament player economy.
Jesus Christ, man. I was like 20 in those clips. I'm going to be 26 this year. Like, I don't think I can make my voice that high even if I tried. Like, anyway. This is a story of how I went from basically being a complete nobody to being an iAM and still being most of a complete nobody. Whether you're new to Destiny or you just started playing PvP, iAM was considered one of the big 3 Crucible clans in D1. This was alongside other familiar names like ESK or Primal. Now, some fan favorites that you guys may already know consist of Triple Wreck, Sir D, Benny, and even someone like Walla was also in the clan at one point too. For any aspiring PvP player back then, it was your end goal to join any of those 3 clans. At that point you had made it, for lack of better words. And needless to say, I was pretty far removed from the comp scene back then, if you could even really call it much of a scene. 3v3 tournaments were hosted every single weekend for literal cents on the dollar, or even 10k at some points. And the skirmish playlist, which consisted of searching eval, you know. It wasn't until Rise of Iron that they actually added private matches, people started playing 4s, and it wasn't the most miserable experience trying to play out your tourney match for the day. Any involvement I did have though was just watching Sonic, Ambu, or Poshi play sweats or scrims on Twitch. It was pretty much impossible to play. The scene was pretty tight-knit and gatekept.
Yeah, Storm Grenade's probably the best. I mean, let's say buff Arc Bolt back to what it used to be.
And for most of D1, I was pretty average at PvP until year 3, where it finally started to get pretty decent controller. But by then it was too late. Bungie had just announced D2 was coming, Age of Triumph was No Land Beyond sidearm meta, and Overwatch had my full focus at the time. D2 was a pretty big departure from what we knew. Special weapons were now heavy weapons, and you were given 2 primaries instead, which sounds a little familiar to what we have now. But the beta was fun for a bit, and I had pretty high hopes for the official release to be better, and yeah, it just straight up wasn't. I ended up quitting about a month after on console, and I just played Overwatch to pass the time until the PC version dropped, and decided to focus on that instead. And in complete contrast to the Mida auto meta on console, PC I could genuinely use anything, with my main gun of choice being Dire Promise. I met Panda and Potato around this time period, both being in Destined, and later Elusive and Arc, who were in Solus at the time. I did find myself joining Solus about a month later, and outside of stacking quick play, they were known for hosting inners or just clan tournaments. I think the VOD's still up on YouTube, but even players like Kamicakes and Drewski, who most people would consider pretty far removed from the sweat scene, played in them for a bit. Now, you might be wondering, it's your first tournament. How did you do? I had a pickup team, and with all the minimal practice in the world, we lost. I don't think we even got second place. Pretty sure it was top 8. But about a week later, the clan leader, Mello, reached out to me and was like, "Hey, wanna join our team? This is a team that had won the past 2 tournaments." That was a no-brainer. And I ended up winning my second tournament ever with all the Vs. I think I still have the Papa John's gift card that came with the win. It was a pretty good feeling. Solus died, and I ended up joining Destined. My next tournament ever was a Vegas LAN, and I played in the 2s tourney with Edgewalker, and the 4s tourney with Elusive, Ambu, and Pow Pow.
Or he might be able to make something happen here right now.
Trying to get the, nope, does not. Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, there
Oh,
he
sorry, he
goes.
does. Get
Nailed
the
it.
shotgun kill, double kill. Good job by Kami.
Right before Forsaken, Destin entered the Destiny Tracker or Cognition's tournament. Our main roster was Potato, Panda, Antag, and Fox. I did end up playing in all the scrims, but I was just a sub for Fox. I did end up playing in 2 of the maps in the finals against BSK, and we managed to beat them. Before losing the grand finals. Woo. 2nd place.
I respawn behind him.
I'm dead.
I got to choose something, Antag.
Damn, they're just aping. Nice.
Hurry.
Big play, Kami. Big play, Kami!
Enter Forsaken. Okay, sorry, that was cringe. This is finally my time to shine. No, it really wasn't. I quickly learned that I sucked at shotgunning, sucked if not forgotten, and should probably stick to playing Warlock with Ace of Spades and Mindbenders. The first couple of tourneys I did enter humbled me pretty quickly on that fact. I did try out for iAM twice, playing with LMNO, and Extreme in my first one, and later MWG and Potato in my second. It was a bottom frag Andy. Did end up leaving Destin and joined Love. Yeah, so there's a clan called Love. Don't question me about it. Anyway, the next tourney I ended up playing in, we lost the K9, got 2nd place. Again. I was pretty over it. I felt like I was improving, but I never really had a consistent team since Destin disbanded, really. Panda and I were playing together for a bit, but he joined Primal and Apex Legends that just came out. I wasn't too serious about the game. I needed a break. Yeah, that break just did not last. A month later, Panda asked me to sub in for Frostbolt and play the tournament out. Now, I had a date that day, but I was like, you know, surely this won't take too long. I ended up playing the full thing out, and I skipped out on a date just to get 2nd place.
You what?
Yeah, it's not like I wanted to go on that date anyway. Honestly, it's probably for the best. I just did not, for reasons I can't explain on YouTube. I found myself screaming Panda and Onyx, and later Onyx and Frostbolt for a bit under Primal. Did end up almost joining, but given that I was a literal nobody, and I don't know, I just didn't have socials at the time. I didn't see a point in having like a Twitter. But yeah, it was kind of hard to argue in Cooch that recruiting a sweat player with no socials was a good idea when Primal was already transitioning into more of a content creator clan. I accepted my fate, tried playing with Beast and Bronzy in hopes of joining BSK, and we got 2nd place. Great. It wasn't until a few days after GCX I found myself entering a Thieves' Den tourney with Bronzy and Onyx while we were all off-classing. This seemed to be a pretty easy tourney, and pretty much free money. We were down like for the first time in the tournament when it came to the grand finals. We had to walk in.
Got him.
My eyes are doing me well.
Dude, in toilet. Grant's going in toilet. He's just sitting there. He's going up golden box.
Kill them!
Yo!
Oh my god, let's go! I got Spectral. Stay up, Tommy.
Back. Oh my god, you're huge. You're massive. Let's go!
I killed him! Let's fucking go!
So, I did just that. Everything clicked, I was in the zone, hit the black flash, popped off, you name it. I fell untouchable, and we won. I won my first ever tournament in year 2. Just for a week later, we got 2nd place of MWG and Onyx. Humbling experience. But, all my hard work in 2nd place has paid off. I did it. But I got the invite. When my networking at GCX paid off, I mean, Fox did mention that, hey, iAM's looking for some people. I can mention your name. I'm like, sure. Didn't really think anything was gonna come out of it. I was just kinda, was emotionally done at this point. So if it happened, and then it happened. And I'd say that's where our story ends. And in a way, yeah, it did. I did keep competing for a bit, but I had reached my goal and my passion for the game really wasn't the same. Onyx wanted me to keep playing, because, you know, dynamic duo, until we beat BSK, and that week, we managed to do it. I felt absolutely nothing. around this time, my router was doing Orange Justice. I bubbled the Sora invite, and we had to find a new sniper because Onyx and MWG hated each other. It was bad. And to make matters worse, my mental health was at all-time low due to personal issues and just bad choices being made all around. I didn't really get out of the slump until October, where we picked up Potato and found ourselves winning more. Or at the very least, we were a consistent top 3. Can't really complain about that, can we? It wasn't all doom and gloom, don't worry. Base, it was fun to play on the side, and the $300 wager matches hosted by Marky Mark helped pass the time. I even ended up getting Wormhouse banned despite not playing Hunter in God knows how long. And for reference, after winning that one tournament on Titan, I was basically known as the Titan main, which later became Arc Web main, back to Titan. Always grenades making. Then the 2K Beacon tourney got announced, and I just focused on that, which really showed because, oh my god, my scrim performance was just genuinely awful. Like, I don't know if there's screenshots from back then, but I'm pretty sure I dropped like 8 one game, with like 3 of those kills being from like a super. And the game was still like 48 to like 50. And then for the qualifiers, I got food poisoning and I just really didn't want to play, but I still got forced to play, and we still got 3rd seed. But tourney day came and went. We beat the Italy God squad consisting of Boy, Wall, and Sayaru, got 2nd place, and never got paid. Lovely. I did feel the passion coming back though, and yeah, G1. Which, yeah, G1. But, I did still end up playing Trials of Onyx and Potato. I'm pretty sure we got World 2nd for when it came back too. But, yeah. I don't know. Flash forward to now, I stream almost every Sunday on Twitch. I did compete in a few more tourneys after, keeping up with the 2nd place curse. I think I did win one, maybe. But, those days are long gone. Dynamic duo is no more. And it goes without saying that I love my teammates. They made the game fun for me, and I really enjoyed my time competing. I'm beyond grateful for all the people I did meet through this game, but I wouldn't change that for anything. Yeah, so if you made it this far, you know, you might be wondering, hey, call me, did you see the thing that came out on Twitter today? And if you don't follow like people on Twitter, Gunner Jake came out talking about how he wants to sue G1 and Triple, which is really, really awkward timing. But I don't really want to discuss that. I do want to discuss my experience of G1 though. If you don't really care about that, I can just skip to the end of the video. G1 kinda spawned from Soar. Not even kinda. There was like a whole thing with like Destiny was supposed to have a comp scene, there was gonna be like Twitch rivals and everything, and Soar was, you know, supposed to get a roster. They kinda almost did have a roster, but people were not happy with how much they were getting paid. That's like a brief synopsis, which led to G1 happening and a bunch of like, you know, some of your favorite content creators like Cruiser, Hush, you know, people like that, all being a part of G1 initially. Now, with that as well, they ended up picking up like main BSK, which was Nafaru, Sonic, and Panda, and also Lumi, and later Potato, and later also Onyx. I think you kind of see what I'm saying now. G1 Red became a thing. I got snaked out of my tourney team practically, and they made it consist of Lumi, Onyx, and Potato. I tried messaging Kenny, got egoed. Later tried talking to Mikowski, who was like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but nothing came out of it. That just really, really pissed me off, right? Because I was just kind of like, you know, I spent like a year with Onyx, and I had spent like half a year with, well, technically more with Potato. Like, why would you like screw over chemistry like that? That just doesn't make sense to me. But sure, man, sure. Like more power to you. But fuck G1. Like just fuck them. Just whatever, man. Whatever. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Back to normal stuff later.